Well, it's time now for your Make Me Your Mayor feature. And today we speak to the ACDP Cape Town mayoral candidate, Mr. Ferlon Christians. And he joins us live now via Zoom from Cape Town. Thank you for your time and good morning to you. First question is, do you think you will garner enough support come 1st of November during the local government elections?
Thank you very much for the opportunity, and thank you much for the interview. I think it's important that when political parties put themselves forward, like the ACDP, we are in with a chance to become. I am in with a chance to become the mayor of Cape Town. That's why you participate in political elections. So we're really in with a chance to that I can become the mayor of Cape Town.
Yeah, and I suppose this is partly due to the fact that you see a leadership crisis right now within Cape Town. Where do you see the challenges? Where are the gaps?
Look, there's a lot of problems in Cape Town, and like I said, there's leadership problems. There's a leadership crisis. The city of Cape Town is the 5th most corrupt municipality in the country. And when they looked at the report, the Corruption Watch report says that Africa needs clean hands. It says to us that there's no consequences when it comes to corruption. So the first thing that a mayor should do when I become mayor, when I get into the city, is to look at where is this corruption taking place, because they're saying to us from last year to this year, there's a 50% increase in corruption cases. And so that is a major problem. It means it hampers the service delivery of the people. And just another point, Reverend Courtney Sampson, he was the IEC chairperson in the Western Cape. And he said when he retired now, that the city is going backwards. It's worsening. We want people to vote, but yet they live in poor conditions. So there's a crisis in the city, and there must be intervention. And I believe I can bring that intervention and make that change and improve the lives of all of our people in the city of Cape Town.
Yeah, and it informs, I suppose, also your theme that you'll be working with during these elections, work for change. It's part of, I suppose, your strategy to bring integrity into the city. Talk to me about where you feel there lacks integrity in terms of our leaders and where you feel the change needs to be and how you're going to bring it, because those who will be voting for you potentially want to understand what change, practical change, you are introducing.
Look, there's a couple of things that we have. I want to see that we have a safe city, that we have an affordable city, an inclusive city, a caring city, a well-run city, and an efficient city. Every day when I'm out in communities, it's bad. So I would want to look at the budget. How do we restructure the budget? There's a lot of nice to haves in the budget, but it does not address the people, the needs of the people in the city. If you look at, there's a lot of items that can be scrapped and can be directed to the needs of the people. And the people on the ground is not seeing the change. And you know, the report says it's politicians and administrators alike looking at personal and private interest. That is the biggest problem. The abuse of power, bribes, fraud, corruption, all of that is there. So I'm coming in as the ACDP mayoral candidate, bringing integrity, bringing dignity back to our people and respecting our ratepayers. I don't believe our ratepayers is respected. I don't believe our people is dignified. So we need to change that mindset and make the people proud of the city again.
Yeah, you recently made a damning statement that said that you're not in the pockets of drug laws, you're not in the pockets of gangsters, alluding to the fact that perhaps the current leadership maybe given the high rate of crime in Cape Town, the drug problem that we find in Cape Town. Just briefly talk to me about this particular problem, how you plan to change it.
So I'm very strong when it comes to crime. The city is employing law enforcement officers to combat crime, but yet we don't see the difference on the ground. The Western Cape government have a community safety plan of 1.4 billion rand, helping the city out with the crime issues. And yet we saw in Delft a spike in crime. We see in the areas, when I walk in Steenberg, when I walk in Bonteheuwel, Manenberg, there's a spike of crime. So I don't think there's a political will to bring about change. And because I come from, I'm on the Community Safety Portfolio Committee in the province, I was on safety and security in the city, I was a law enforcement officer for 9 years. I worked in the MEC for police 94 to 96. So
Right.
I have a big knowledge when it comes to crime, and I believe under ACDP government, we can reduce crime significantly because there's a political will to see our people safe. Where's the old days where our people slept with open windows, could walk to the street safely? Today, when I visit people, they tell me when they hear the gunshots, they must lay on the ground. It's unacceptable. We need change in the city.
Yep, zero quality of life, if I have to say so myself. But thank you so much for speaking to us. Ferlon Christians from the ACDP, standing to be Cape Town mayor there as a candidate.